for the GOB Network Conference here in Chicago coming up July 13th and 14th. And have you introduce yourself for everyone that may not know you. And we are streaming live across all the internets.
Oh, excellent. Well, welcome everybody, and thanks Jim and April for having me on, and excited about the event coming up here. It's sneaking up us in just a couple weeks. If you haven't got tickets, number one, get a ticket. You won't want to miss this. And if you're not bringing somebody with you, bring them with you. You know, one of the greatest things that I learned as I will share my little short bio about me in case you haven't met me before is one of the greatest things I learned from one of my closest mentors, Tony Robbins, is proximity is power. And anytime you get together with a group of people focused on the same thing, moving in the same direction, it's powerful. I think so many people, if I were to tell you to take one thing from this quick webinar we're doing today, it's proximity is power. I was just messaging my friend Jesse Itzler about getting together with him and a bunch of crazy other people. And that's the key. The successful people I know, they go, okay, how do I keep getting linked up with people like me moving in the same direction? Because it speeds up your momentum. It helps you get to your goal quicker. Because, you know, if you're looking at investing in your first multifamily, you're trying to learn about it, you're getting funding, that's a lot of it is network and relationships. And the more you can put yourself in the room, if you look at a lot of the events out there, that's what it is. The most successful people are always at events because they know it's the easiest way, it's the easiest path to mastery is get yourself to events with people that are further down the road with you, along the same journey as you, because nobody's in your way. Nobody's fighting you. Everybody's working together with you. And the hallucination is, oh, but I'll do it on my own. I can't take the time off. I can't do this. And, I'll tell you, over my time, the thing that has sped up momentum in any area of my life is putting myself in a room with a group of motivated people moving in the same direction, where there's a collection of people that are down the road further than me, at the same level as me, and then maybe a couple I can mentor. And that's what happens when you put yourself in a room of 500 to 600 people focused on that same thing. So I wanted to make sure I say that to everybody, or if you're watching and recording this webinar later, is get yourself a ticket, get yourself in the room. The one thing that'll happen is if you don't put yourself in rooms, you can't build the relationships to speed up your journey. So that's one thing I wanted to say right away, Jim.
Yeah, fantastic, Luke. That's absolutely a key component is networking. We were just talking about that before you came on the call, that in most of these events, that's the piece that everyone is looking for. And aside from some of the other mindset obstacles, I think that is absolutely the key, is how many people do you rub elbows with, and getting close not only to people just to be meeting them, but people that have the right mindset, people that are in the right position to be able to collaborate and help you.
100%. And I'm glad you brought that up. You know, the obstacles, the setbacks. I mean, wave your hands at me if you've had an obstacle or setback in life. Or, maybe you've been in this field for a while and you know what it's like to get really excited about a deal and something goes wrong. Or, maybe you've had that in some other area of life. Is we're coming into a time where there's more uncertainty, right? I'm in San Francisco right now. I got a keynote tomorrow. If any of you follow the UFC, I'm going right before I speak on stage with Khabib, big UFC fighter. And I'm speaking at an event here talking about senior living for 15 minutes before he comes on. And the thing is even he had adversity, right? Everybody has adversity. You're built during your struggle, not during your victory. And we're coming into a time where, especially here, I noticed it in San Francisco. I mean, there's stores closed because people are, stealing stuff, and Target, half the store is locked. I had to unlock a cupboard to get deodorant and a razor, toothpaste, like stuff that you wouldn't think is valuable. But, we're coming into a time where we're hitting a recession, and we're going to be moving into it. Don't get too afraid. Just be smart with your cash flow because it only lasts about a year. But that's good news. If you're on this call, that's good news if you're coming to the GOB conference, because the thing is, as long as you stay out of fear, you anticipate, you get around the right people, and you make smart decisions the next 24 months, you could have more growth financially and in net worth probably in the next 2 to 5 years than most people get in 50, because when the majority of people go into fear, which comes out in a recession is when the greatest jumps in wealth happen. The majority of the Fortune 500 companies were built during the Great Depression, right? In 2008, there's people that lost, but there's a good percentage of people that won. And so that's where you really want to keep your mindset of out of fear, constantly adjusting your physiology, redirecting your focus on what you want, not what you don't want, where the opportunities are, not where the setbacks are, and control your language, because your language becomes your experience. If you think things are tough, they're going to be tough. If you think they're easy, they're going to be easy. Now, I wouldn't say you can go, oh, it's going to be easy. But if you tell yourself it's tough, it's going to get a lot tougher than it is. You tell yourself, I got this. Hey, the harder I work, the easier it gets. The more people I know, you spread your network, you open your circle of people and say, hey, here's what I'm doing well and I can help you on. Here's where I'm struggling and I need a little help. Tell you what, if you let go of your ego and ask for help, you get the right people around you, it speeds up your journey regardless of what economy we're in.
Yeah, I love that, Luke. I know that that's one of the big things that we wanted you to come to the conference for, that longest journey of your life, which is the 6 inches between your ears, and help us overcome some of those mindset issues. I think that is the biggest obstacle for everyone. And I think a lot of us will live with fear and not ever learn how to get past it. So that's one of the things that it's not that you can't have fear. It's how do you react to the fear? Are you able
100.
to break through it and continue moving?
100%. I mean, fear, as you said, Jim, is going to be there all the time, right? And people can choose to face everything and rise, or fuck everything and run. But our nature, the nature of your mind, fear you freeze. It's not like a deer when it gets on the road. I grew up in Minnesota. I now live in Florida. But when I grew up in Minnesota, I mean, in the fall, deer, you'd always see deer on the road because they get hit by cars. The headlights hit them and they freeze. That's what fear does to the human mind. It freezes it. So we got to train our mind to go against the natural instinct of it, of fear freezes us. People go, oh, I'm stuck. And I always tell them, if I'm coaching them, I'm like, stand up, take 2 steps to your right, 2 steps to your left. And they do. And I go, well, you're not that fucking stuck. You just moved. Like, you gotta, I mean, hey, when we lighten up, things will brighten up. And it's when things get heavy, we need to get light, right? If you can anticipate, no, you know what? We've been on a gravy train for 15 years. And you know what? You're going to have to work harder, smarter, network better, be more honest, be more real with people. I see ego hurt so many good people. Your ego will get in the way of your success. And that's one thing I'll tell everybody. It's a lot easier to deal with fear when you announce it and when you're proud of it. That, hey, I'm doing good here, but I struggle here. I don't know this, or I'm not to this level yet. So many people are out there buying Ferraris and Lamborghinis and wanting to look rich instead of be rich, right? And the thing is, right now, there's never been a better time to get involved in the right multifamily, assisted living, anything in real estate, because it's hedged on inflation. Because think about it. You're losing about 8% a month right now if you got cash sitting. I just met somebody yesterday, $12 million cash sitting. I said, how the hell do you live with yourself losing 1.2 million by being an idiot? They go, oh, but we got cash in the bank. I said, yeah, do you realize when you go to the bank, they give you a sucker? What do they print on the sucker? Dumb. Right now, your money needs to be hedged on inflation so that your money grows with it. Like, right? I mean, hey, if the dollar value goes down due to inflation, but you have your money in real estate, is real estate going to be more expensive to move with inflation? Yes. Could prices temporarily drop during a recession? Yes. Just don't be an idiot and sell at the wrong time. You got to buy at the right time and sell at the right time. But that's why I'm telling you, to get yourself in rooms, and don't let this be your first or your last conference, right? You want to get yourself in the room here in July with us. I look forward to meeting with you live. Rebecca and I will be there all day on the 13th. But then we got to fly. We got another conference to get you on the 14th. But you've got to get in the room and you got to shake hands. Everybody write this down. I'm gonna give you something that's made me so much money and so much wealth in relationships and financially. Hi, my name is comma. And your name is? You guys, I use that to meet Tony Robbins. I use that to meet the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort. I use that to meet Usher, Oprah, Steve Wynn. Like, you name it, I've met everybody. I've met my significant other that way. Sat at a table. Hi, I'm Luke, and your name is Rebecca. Oh, nice to meet you, Rebecca. Think about it. Like, we get in our heads, and what prevents us from introducing ourselves to somebody? Fear. Fear. Let go of it. If they don't like it, tough luck. If they don't like it, tough luck. The right people will come into your life, and the right people will leave your life. Things don't happen by accident. One thing's for sure, the right people never come in if you can't invite them. If you can't let go of your ego or let your fear go away that, oh, but I heard that person's crushing it in real estate. Oh, well, good. That'd be a good person to go, hi, my name is, and your name is. Because network is going to help grow your net worth if you utilize it. Network does not equal net worth if you don't utilize it. See, there's a right and wrong to that statement, but you've got to have the ability to check your ego. That when you meet the right people, you're honest with them. Hey, here's where I'm at. Here's where I'd like to go. I get mentored by two people that are worth $1 billion. You know what I said? You know a lot I don't. Here's what I'm really good at. And selfishly, I'd like to pick your brain and be mentored by you. And I will do everything I can with all of my ability to add value to your life in any way possible. I'll introduce you to anybody you want to meet in my network, and I'll work together with you. Could you please mentor me in these couple areas? Yep. And do you think it helps when you have a billionaire open up their diversification portfolio and they show you everything they're doing? Yes, but that happened because I said, hi, my name is Luke, and your name is? Great, nice to meet you. I built a relationship over 2 to 3 years with that person, and then I asked them to personally mentor me after I gave and showed up and added value to the relationship to the point where they wanted to mentor me. And that's what you're all going to have the ability to do in July. I mean, there's no deal that happens without people, energy, and money. And you need intelligence in there as well. And that doesn't all have to come from the same person. So that's where I look forward to meeting you guys. That's where I look forward to all the information I'm going to learn at the GLB Network Conference in July. And I think you should make a smart decision and come there with us. Sorry, Jim, that was a bit of a rant, but
no, I can't wait.
Passionate about this.
I can't wait to hear you, Luke. You don't bring any passion to the conversation whatsoever. But I love what the point that you made. It's about taking action. Sometimes we hear, when you're afraid or when you are having something that's holding you back, just take a step. It's one step forward. But it is about action. You can't overcome fear. You can't win. You can't move forward unless you take that action. So, Luke, we're gonna, if anyone has a question for Luke, if you would drop it in the chat, and we'll see if we can give Luke a few minutes of Q&A. All right, as soon as he's able to come back in, we've got a couple of questions here. Good. Nelson, it's great to see you.
Yeah, sorry, Jim. I'm trying to fit a lot into a little bit of time here, so
I understand.
Right, questions here in a minute.
We're going to wrap up here real quick, Luke. So, if you're able to hear, we've got a couple of questions. What are you doing to prepare for the recession? All right, guys, I want to be respectful of Luke's time. We had him until 6:30, so we're almost there. Look, if you want to meet Luke in person, if you want to really be able to rub elbows with people like him, if you want to be in the same room, then make sure you join us on July 13th and 14th. And if you can't be there in person, make sure and get your virtual ticket. Luke is the keynote speaker on the first day. It's absolutely, you got just a little taste of it tonight. So I hope that everyone enjoyed their time here with Luke this evening, and we will continue this webinar series It's half-hour free webinars. We're going to have at least a couple of them every week leading up to the conference, and introduce you to other people like this that you should be networking and that you should know. So Luke, any parting words before we let you go?
Turn on your mic.
Say that again, Jim. Sorry about that.
I'm just giving
Final
you the
word,
last
Jim.
word, my friend, before we leave.
We're wrapping up.
But I better step outside here because I'm kind of loud. You know, everybody, you can hear from my passion. Right? There's only so much you can learn from sales. There's only so much you can learn from getting on electronically with people. But where the juice really is in relationships in life. It's really putting yourself in proximity to people that are moving in your same direction. As I said earlier, I don't say a lot of fancy things. I say a lot of simple things, because the thing I found is successful people, they keep it simple and they get it done. Unsuccessful people complicate things. If somebody's explaining a deal to you and it sounds complicated, I would turn around and run enthusiastically in the opposite direction as fast as possible. Now, if somebody can break down a deal to you in 5 minutes and have you understand it, I would seek to understand that deal and look at getting involved, because successful people keep it simple. And that's what I'm gonna do for you, is just get yourself in the room. You know, when you surround yourself with 400 to 500, 600 other people, I think they're looking at over 600 people now for this event. And you put yourself in that room and you have people that are speaking where you can learn something. And here's the biggest thing. Sometimes I've talked to people that, you know, I talked to somebody, they had about 130 million in real estate, and they go, oh, but I already got 130 million. That person now is down to 70 million. They lost on a couple big deals, and it was because they thought they knew everything. But the two billionaires that I referred to earlier, they show up every chance they get and they take notes and they learn, because you never know. I'm always surprised with who I meet when I'm least expecting it. But if I don't put myself in a room, if I don't put myself in proximity, I don't get the opportunity to do that. And I would encourage everybody between now and then, go, okay, what is it? What intentionally do I really need to take from this conference? Who am I looking forward to hearing? You know, Jim and the team is getting, you know, quick little webinars like this to expose you to think about, like with what we're talking about today. I would ask yourself, what fear do I need to address? What fear do I need to attack between now and July 13th? How do I need to show up? How could I introduce myself to people more there? What could I work on over the next 2 weeks so I'm more confident introducing myself to people? And it could be as simple as just go out and say, hi, I'm Luke and your name is, and insert your name. Don't say Luke. That would be kind of weird. But make sure that you show up with intention, not just show up physically, show up mentally, focused, ready to learn, ready to grow, ready to check your ego at the door. Show up to the GOB, check your ego at the door, and just see what happens. I'm so excited to meet all of you there. I got to run to my next appointment here. I got to get ready. I got a keynote tomorrow here in San Francisco. And I can't wait to see all of you in July. Jim, April, the team, thank you for putting this together. Have an amazing day, everybody.
Thank you, Luke.
You.
We'll see you in July.
Thanks a lot.
So,
Excellent. See you guys later.
and
Bye.
I do want to share with everyone that if you want to start networking ahead of time, we spent a lot of money on the Whova app. And if you're not familiar with it, it's Whova, W-H-O-V-A. And I would encourage you to download the app, and you can start networking there and see everything leading up to the event, and start your own conversations, introduce yourself, and start some online networking, and start to get to know these people before you even get there. So,
And there's only a couple more days to book with the discount link for the hotel. If you do fly into O'Hare, if you are coming to the conference, there's a free shuttle that goes from the airport to the Westin O'Hare hotel that runs every 15 to 30 minutes. So you don't need to get an Uber. Everything is right there. It's very close. We're so excited, and we hope that this kind of gives you a preview of what's in store.
yep, I will say it's only about a 4-minute ride in the bus. So we've gone out of our way to make it convenient for everyone. So you fly in, network, have a lot of fun, and we look forward to seeing everybody, and stay tuned for the rest of the webinars. Good to
Thank
see
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Wait, Jim, this is
Yes, sir.
Brian. Can you put that app in the chat, please?
I can, Brian.
Oh, as you bring that up, was there a link sent for the code for HOVA for the conference? Because I couldn't
I
find it.
think there are emails that are getting sent out this coming week so that people can, who haven't registered or downloaded the app, will get a reminder for it.
Well, I got the app, but when I go in, I need the code to confirm that I'm registered.
Okay, I'll send that to you then, Hamad, if it hasn't been clear. Okay,
Sounds great. Thank you.
thanks.
Fantastic. All right. Good night, everyone. It's great to see you.
Right.